So we jumped on a plane, a couple of dollars in our back pockets, without any visas, and we met the customs guy. He asked, "Why are you here?" And we said, "We've come to set up an organisation called Christians Against Poverty." And his exact words were, "You're just what we've been waiting for, coming in." It didn't take us very long at all to realise that the guy at customs was absolutely right. New Zealand is a wonderful country, it's a beautiful country, but it's the only place I've ever been to where you've got millionaires in a luxury beachfront looking out over the sea, and right next to them, their neighbours can't properly feed the children, they can't properly clothe the children are barefoot, and they're suffering with the effects of malnutrition.
And we knew that debt was the root of this, and it was so great to be able to come into the country with an amazing tool to help these people out of their situation. And we knew that New Zealand was just so ready for this, was just waiting for Christians Against Poverty.
The change I've seen in church was that the environment, the staff, especially first at the church, the excitement that they feel when testimonies comes through of the community, of people's lives that's being changed outside the church through CAP. Everybody just gets excited in the church building. The best part of CAP, for me being part of CAP, is seeing burdens lifted in clients' lives and them coming to know Jesus and finding Him for themselves, and that's when salvation takes place.
I'll never ever forget the first phone call from the first client, and I'll just never forget the voice on the other end. It said, "Hi, I'm Kushla. I'm wondering if you can help me." And it was through that conversation then afterwards you realised that if I'd not actually picked the phone up, that Kushla had planned to take her own life that very night.
There was no point in going on. I mean, when every day of your life is miserable, what's the point in going on? And it was after hours apparently, but this voice at the other end answered, and it was Gareth. And my whole life changed from there. I asked CAP for help and they gave it to me. And through CAP, God was introduced into my life, and my life is completely different now. It's awesome, it's just awesome.
I'm just so grateful for the prompting, and I'm just so grateful to have met you, Kushla, and I wish you all the very best. You're a very special lady. All my love, Gareth.
He left me with the house and the bills to pay, and yeah, I ended up, looking after 6 children on my own, and I just ended up having to find a way of trying to get myself out of debt. And yeah, that's when I got introduced with, I got phone numbers from a person from down at Manareo Marae, and they gave me a whole lot of numbers, but it was CAP's number that I had chose, because it was like I was drawn to the phone number to call use. CAP's invited my family down to Rotorua for a 4-day holiday. Me and my kids had never been on a holiday before. I'm glad I went to that holiday. That I reckon I wouldn't have come into Jesus if it wasn't for that holiday.
Now that I'm with CAP, now I don't need to worry about the debt. It's been paid, and now I can concentrate on what I need to do to create more income. I feel a lot less burden. It's a lot better. I'd like to say thank you to CAP, their supporters, their generosity and contribution, to seeing God's work through CAP, and reconnecting, having the opportunity to reconnect with my Heavenly Father is an awesome experience.
Debt really affected my family because there are times I didn't want to get out of bed, I didn't want to face the world, and my kids were not happy, especially my older two, and there are days I just felt like I didn't want to face anybody because I had too many debts. Since giving my life to God, a lot's changed. I'm much happier. The kids are happy. We're doing really well. We're not struggling. All our prayers have been answered, but in His time and in His will, I found peace within myself in the past with the whole debt thing.
From that first visit onwards, I was feeling so safe and happy, and it was already like a huge weight had been lifted off my shoulders. So I was told that I'd have to start paying into my CAP account, to start paying off small amounts that I could afford to the people that I had owed money to, and also a little bit would go into savings as well. So with CAP I was saving money and paying in each week so I could pay off some of the debts that I had incurred, and yeah, that was going good. So one day I was speaking to Tanya from CAP, and she said to me that I was debt free, and I just couldn't believe it. I was just amazed, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm debt free. Like, after being in debt for so long, it was just a huge relief off my shoulders. Now that I'm debt free, I'm looking forward to never getting into debt again, and next year I'm going to be studying, so I'm just looking forward to getting on with my life and being a happier person, for no more stress in my life.
Looking back over the last 5 years, I'm blown away by what God has done in our nation, simply through people who have believed in His power to transform and save lives. In the last 5 years, we've seen hundreds of people's lives completely turned around, people coming to faith in Jesus Christ. And this is only possible through your generous support. And I know because of this, that the next 5 years are going to be just as spectacular. We're going to see many more lives transformed. We're going to see many more people coming to faith in Jesus Christ. And we're going to see our nation changed one life at a time.